Howdy guys, how are you? Lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the delightful solo from Tread the Flood by Trivium. Let's take a look. Alright guys, let's take a look at the first section, and if you're wondering what the tuning of the song is, it's in standard. Yay, standard tuning. We don't hang out often enough. So I'm going to start off with this little legato lick. This is the diatonic G minor, or A Locrian if you want to be hilarious. I'm starting from 11 of the first string, and I'm playing 11, 10, 8 all in one pick. I played the same thing on the second string. Then I'm going to jump to 10 of the third string. I'm going to play 10, 8, 7. Still rolling legato, and the same thing on the fourth, 10, 8, 7. So you should have 4 triplets. And only 4 picks, so 1 pick per string. Okay, then I work into this. So it's the same thing down the octave, but this one's a little bit easier to play because we don't have any shuffles. So I'm playing 8, 7, 5 on the third string and the fourth. Then I play 8, 6, 5 on the fifth and sixth. Put that all together. Okay, then I work into this sort of little, almost argue that it's kind of tremmy, but it works into that phrase. Now what I want to do is, instead of learning with all that crazy double picking, we're just going to learn the melody first, and then we'll add the crazy picking later. So we're going to start off with this. Let's slow that down. I'm going to start from 11 of the first string. Then jump to 8 of the second string, and then I'm going to play 11, 10 on the first. And then it goes like this. So I'm playing 8 of the second, and then playing 10, 8 on the first, and then rolling back up to 8 of the second. So those new 4 notes. Let's take it from the start. Hopefully that's making sense. Then I work into this phrase. So let's slow that down. I'm starting from 8 of the first string. This time I've done a position shift, so I'm working from my ring finger here. Then I go to 6 of the second string. So I play 8 to 6, and then I go back to that 8 again. I'm going to go 8, 6 on the first string, so it'll go. The next thing that I do is I'm going to play 6 of the second, and then 6 of the first. Then I'm going to play 5 of the first, and jump to 4 of the second string, so it's going to go. We should have 2 groups of 8 now. The last chunk is a little bit different. It's got that cheeky little bend at the end. So let's take this slowly. I'm going to go from 6 of the first string to 4 of the second. And then I'm going to play 6, 5 on the first string. Then from there, I'm going to play 4 of the second string and then 5, 3 on the first. And when I get to this note, I play 6 of the second string, and then I bend it up, then back down, play a regular 6. So it's a single 6, a bent 6, and a single 6 again. As soon as we hit that note, we stop the double picking. So we've got. So I'm going to play the whole thing again, and then we're going to do it with a double pick on each note. Alright, now I'll show you what it sounds like with 2 picks on every note. Hopefully that's making sense. Then I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to start from 3 of the top string. I'm going to play 3, 5, 6. And then I'm going to play 5, 6, 5 on the 5th string. I'm going to do exactly the same thing up an octave. just a couple more notes at the end of that one. But that idea up the octave is 5, 7, 8 on the 4th. And then I want to play 7, 8, 7 on the 3rd. So we've got... At the end of that, I'm going to play 5, 7 on the 3rd string. Then I slide into 12, 10, 8, and 7, all on the 3rd string. So it'll go... And that's all of the first section. So let's take it right back to the legato. We'll work through that little tremmy lick and then all of that delightful G minor stuff as well. Here we go. From the legato, nice and slow, and then again with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section. We're going to start off with this little lick. It's going to take up a lot of the first chunk of this section. I'm going to start from 5 of the 4th string, and then I'm going to play 8, 7, 8 on the 3rd, and then I'm going to play 5 of the 3rd string, and then 8, 7, 8 on the 3rd. So we're just alternating between that pointer finger on 5 of the 4th and 5 of the 3rd. I'll play that slowly. The 8, 7, 8 are exactly the same on both of those. And I want to do that group of 8 notes 3 times. At the end of the 3rd group of that, I go into this phrase. Just working through a cheeky little, almost hanger 18 sort of sounding run. I'm going to play 8, 6, 4 on the 2nd string and then jump to 7 of the 3rd. Then I backtrack to 6 of the 2nd string. I'm going to play 6, 4 there, and then 7, 5 on the 3rd string. So we should have 3 of the same thing, and then that little end. Hopefully that makes sense. We're going to go back to that little 8-note lick, we'll call it that. I do 2 more of those. Then I start working through this kind of diatonic triplet runs. So what I've got here is I'm playing 8, 10, 12 on the 4th and the 3rd string, and I'm legatoing through these because it's frickin' fast, impossible to shred. So I'm playing 8, 10, 12 on both of them. There's kind of a Dorian-y shape here. I'm playing 10, 12, 13 on the 4th, and 10, 12, 14 on the 3rd. Go to like a little Phrygian shape here. I'm playing 12, 13, 15 on the 4th string, and 12, 14, 15 on the 3rd. So we've got the last one, kind of on the Lydian side. I'm playing 13, 15, 17 on the 4th, and 14, 15, 17 on the 3rd. So all together. Okay, hopefully that's all making sense. Let's go right back to the start of the section, and then we'll work on the second half. And then 2 more. Okay, then I'm going to take that first lick and chuck it up the octave. Let's go through that slowly. So this time now I'm going to have different frets because the B and the G string aren't a perfect 4th apart. Dagnammit. I'm going to start from 12 of the 3rd string, and then I'm going to play 16, 15, 16 on the 2nd. Then I go to 13 of the 2nd string, and then I borrow that 16, 15, 16 again. Once again, where we're going to do that idea, not once, not twice, but thrice. Here we go, that last note. And then I work into this phrase. So I've got 2 groups of 4 here. I'm going to play 15 to 13 on the 1st string, and then 16, 15 on the 2nd. Then I backtrack to the pointer finger on 13 of the 1st string, and then I'll play 16, 15, 13 on the 2nd. So those 2 groups of 4 are going to sound like this. So we're going to have that cheeky little lick up the octave 3 times, and then that little double group of 4 there. At the end of that, I'm going to do the lick 2 more times like we had before. And then we go to this. So I've got double picks here. I'm going to play 13 to 15 with 2 notes on each on the second string. I'm going to do a similar idea, but from 11 to 13. Then I play 10 to 11. And then 8 to 10. And that's all of the second section. Let's go right back to the start of it. We'll do it at a gentlemanly pace, and then again, even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Section 3. This is pretty simple and melodic, but it is still delightful. I'm going to start off on the second string. I'm going to play 8, 10, 11. I want to hit 11 again, but slide to 15. And then I'm going to play 13, 11. So all together. I'm going to hit 10 twice, but I'm going to sort of slide over to 11 on the second pick. It's almost like a graced 10. All together. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then from that point I go 8, 10, 11 again, still on the second string. I'm going to slide into 15, and then I'm going to go 13, 15. Play that all one more time. I'm going to hit 15 again and grace slide to 18, and then play 16, 15. So that whole second half. Nice simple melody. So that's it. It's a very, very simple section. Let's play it at a gentleman's pace at the start, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the solo from Tread the Flood by Trivium. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please click the links in the description box to my Facebook and my Patreon. I'll catch you guys all very soon.